Hello, Information Services Librarian Megan here, and I'm back with another book review. Today I am reviewing Tastes Like War by Grace Cho. Grace Cho is a college professor in New York City, and her memoir centers around her childhood growing up with her mother, who she says, was diagnosed at age 45 with schizophrenia and died of a heart attack at 66. There's a bit of controversy with this book in that her brother and sister-in-law have posted at several spots on the internet, Goodreads being among them, that most of the book really just isn't true at all. I guess she didn't run it by her brother before she published it. So there's a possibility of a James Fry situation, except Oprah is not involved this time. I think somewhere I read that publishing houses don't fact-check memoirs, claiming that it's too expensive. So who knows? Anyway, I definitely thought this was an interesting book, and Grace Cho's a talented writer. She writes about her family, her Korean mother, and her American father, who's 20 years older than her mom. The dad was a merchant marine, which is how he ended up in South Korea. And met the mom there. I learned a lot about life in South Korea in the 50s and 60s, a lot of hardship, poverty. Grace is born in 1971 in Korea, and the family immigrates to Washington State when she's 1 year old. She grew up in a small town, clearly did not like living in a small town. She went to Brown University after high school. And she writes about her mom and her family. Her mom exhibited signs of mental illness when Grace was a teenager. I learned about schizophrenia, which I didn't know that much about. South Korea, recent history, the past 70 years. Grace wrote the book after her mother died, and it's clear that writing it was a way for her to work through her grief. At least that's what I saw. The book goes back and forth from the present to the past quite a bit, and it's quite confusing, or at least a little bit confusing. But I do recommend it. I enjoyed reading it. Her brother may not agree. Thank you.